Hi guys. I finally have a moment while the baby is sort of sleeping, and I'm looking this way because he's right there on the couch and moving, so we might be interrupted. I wanted to talk today about what it looks like to be a parent, like pregnancy and birth, and I think this is going to be like maybe a several series type of thing. Um, and I still need to upload the videos and whatnot of the baby's first birthday. It was very interesting, and yeah, we'll touch on that. Back to you on that one. And so, anyway, so what they fail to tell you when you get pregnant, of course, everyone talks about how you glow and everything shines, and when you're pregnant, you're just glowing and life is just amazing, and they don't tell you that when you're first pregnant, you're exhausted. And all of a sudden, you have all these emotions like all over the place, right? Like you're crying out of nowhere, but you don't know why. Why? Because you're pregnant and you don't even know that you're pregnant yet. So you're going psycho. So you think you're losing your mind. And then you find out you're on a stick that no, you're not losing your mind. You just gained another one that's sucking your brains out. So, and then your body becomes an alien to you. Please forgive my cat and my house. You can see lived in comfortable. Anyway, so your body becomes alien to you. You know what I mean? Like for those of you that are thin, yeah, all of a sudden your jeans can't fit. You know what I mean? And for those of us that are bigger, because I've been on both sides of the street, still you're tired and you're bloated and you feel really just like 1,000,000 pounds are being dragged by your legs. Like you have weights on your ankles that are just ridiculously heavy, and everything takes effort. And then here's the other thing: nausea, sore boobs, tiredness, hungry all the time. And people will be like, oh, you can eat whatever you want. You're eating for two. Can I just say, don't believe them. It's a lie. Not only can you not eat whatever you want, and you are eating for two, but technically you're really not. See, that little being inside your body, it's going to get whatever it needs from you. And you don't need a gazillion additional calories or vitamins to be able to take care of that child. Trust me, that child's going to get everything that it needs from you, as well as your prenatal vitamin. I can't stress to you enough. Listen to your provider. Your doctor knows what they're doing. Take your prenatals. Don't smoke cigarettes. Don't drink alcohol. Please don't do drugs. All of that good stuff. Believe me, when you do drugs and you have a kid, not only can they take the child from the hospital, if drugs are in the placenta, they will take your child. They will not let you breastfeed it, and it will be the most barren feeling that you have ever had in your life. That you did that to your child while you were pregnant. Why do I speak on this? Because I did it. I lived that life. I've made so many poor choices. Am I blessed that my children are very, very healthy? Yes. But it could have been a different story. I could have had a child that had major issues because of the drugs I was taking. There are parents now with heroin and whatnot being so very prevalent. It's even more dangerous. Your child can be addicted to heroin, and stopping, going cold turkey can not only kill you, but it can kill your fetus. So again, if you are using any kind of drugs or alcohol, please be honest with your provider. They can't help you if they don't know the truth about what's going on in your life. And I think that goes for anybody, whether or not it be probation officers, parole officers, or whoever else. See, I have this innate belief, regardless of my color, regardless of the fact that, yes, I've received a lot of hate in my life, a lot of difficulties I've been through. And yeah, my color has not always been a contributing factor to the positive things in my life. However, I do believe this. If you do your very best to change your ways, to become a functional member of society, and I don't mean normal, because let's be real, no one's normal. There's no such thing. It's a phantom like little word, but I don't know why somebody decided to come up with it to give it a baseline. What baseline? I mean, people are crazy nowadays. Here's what you do to be a functioning member of society. Whatever habits you have, they shouldn't control your life. If you're drinking coffee to the point where you have headaches, can't get up, migraines, can't function, are spending a lot of money on it, you may have a problem. Now, let's be honest, if that's how it is with caffeine, you and I both know that drugs and alcohol are much worse. So if you're having problems with drugs and alcohol, as a pregnant woman, I want to remind you that there are programs out there that can help you be able to get clean while you're pregnant. And I mean inpatient treatments. I know here in Colorado, they have Aspen Center. Aspen Center is a part of Mile High Behavioral Health Center, okay? And Mile High Behavioral Health Center does take Medicaid. They're an amazing place. Aspen Center has nothing but mothers in it. So you have family that are able to come visit you. They have a solid program there. They really do care. You get therapy, you get treatment, and you get better. You get out of it what you put in it too. This is where my journey started, when it came to me changing. See, when I was pregnant with that little boy right there, I was a victim of human trafficking. So yeah, I was on drugs, and I didn't even know I was a victim of human trafficking because I didn't know what human trafficking meant. And of course, my pimp made me feel like somehow I was a part of this, like this was my decision, like this was something I wanted. It's amazing the things that they can be able to get you to believe, and how they can twist your head up and make your reality super, super confusing. I watched R. Kelly and the R. Kelly aftermath craziness, not just, and I mean all three of them, okay? And I swear, they must have had a playbook that they both read out of, because I felt like that these girls were telling my story. And yeah, I think that there is somewhat of a playbook. Predators all do the same exact thing. They know what they're looking for. They know what they see is when they see something vulnerable. But that's like any predator in the wild. They see weaknesses and they'll go in. So to be a productive member of society, you work on those weaknesses. Go to therapy. Get the help you need. Start fixing you. If you don't even know you, get to know you. We're not always afforded the opportunity to be able to focus on ourselves and make our lives better. See, she's so silly. Anyway, I think that I want to encourage you that you might not be able to get it together today, but that doesn't mean tomorrow it won't get better. The whole point is continuing to put one foot in front of the other and plod along until you get there. It's not an event, it's a process. You stick and stay and you make it pay. Just keep going and you'll get there. Find people to help you. People want to help people that are willing to help themselves, but no one wants to be able to sit here and help you if you're not willing to put the work in yourself. I mean, come on. I think that the reason why so many people have believed in me is because I wanted something more. And when they handed me a little bit, I took that little bit and I'd run with it. And I do the very best I could to be the best steward of that gift, of that belief, of that care, of that hope, whatever they gave me. And I would try to multiply it. And that mentality is what got so many people behind me. And it has me in such a beautiful situation, given that I haven't even been out of prison 2 years. In August, it'll be 2 years. August. Mind you, we're at the end of June, okay? So not even 2 years ago, I got out of prison with nothing, Then in October, I became a victim of human trafficking. So think about it, people. Like, not even 2 years ago, I was in a hotel selling my body and being beaten by a pimp. And I now am in a 2-bedroom apartment that's beautifully furnished with a beautiful 1-year-old little boy who had a huge party for Jumping Castle and the whole nine. And I paid for it myself. Yeah, his father wasn't there to help, except for at the end, he shows up at the party with a couple of gifts. His family shows up completely empty-handed and with full of attitude problems. Does he help me with the party? No. Did he give me $1? Absolutely not. But of course, he wants to play like he's the good father, right? And of course, I'm torn. Do I continue to be Jesus for him? Do I continue to show him love and mercy and tolerance? How do I make sure that my son knows that I've done my best in this situation by him? How do I make sure that I protect my son? How do I not get drove crazy by this moron? I don't know. It's something I juggle every day. With every decision I make when it comes to him, it's tough. But I have to say this. I'd rather any day of the week have the problems I have today than the problems I had a couple of years ago, you know? So if I can do it, believe me, you can do it. I was 41 years old. I'm 41 years old now. I am a single mom. I'm a year into college. I have scholarships, and I'm able to provide and provide well all by myself. I am the perfect example of how the government has help out there and the ability to make sure that people can provide for themselves and can do well for themselves, all on government funds, okay? Meanwhile, carving out a future for myself. My tuition is paid for one way or another, whether it be scholarships or something, my tuition is paid for. Yes, I also get loans and grants, and I'll pay for them tomorrow. Yes, that means that I have to sort of bargain my, mortgage my tomorrow for my current today. But I also know that I'll be able to afford that tomorrow better than I would today. That same comfort level that I'll have today, I'll have tomorrow. But the good thing is, I'll make really good money. I'll be able to sit here and own a home. I'll be able to save money. I'll have a car. And all of these things I'll be able to afford without having to sit here and strain. That's the big thing. I don't want to sit here and look at my paycheck and my bank account and freak out thinking, how am I going to make it through this month? And I know that what I'm doing now can stop that. So I want to encourage people that, if you're pregnant and you're having problems, start looking into the resources in your community. You'll get out of life what you put into it. Does that mean you're going to have to make a lot of phone calls? Does that mean you're going to have to put in a lot of effort? Yeah. And is it going to be overnight? Absolutely not. But you're going to have, you can be creative, you can be resourceful, and you can do it. You've just got to figure it out. Put the pieces together. It can be done. I do it every day. What I also want to talk to you about, we're already at 13 and a half minutes. So the next thing I really want to talk to you about, just do a couple of things on pregnancy real quick, and then we'll end this one and we'll pick this up later, okay? Pregnancy is not simple. Guys, for your girls, be there for them, please. Yeah, they're tired, their feet hurt, their body hurts, and the bigger you get, the less sleep you get, because everything weighs a ton. Now, you think about something being on the inside of your body that weighs 8 pounds. And even if it weighs 3 to 6, it doesn't matter. You think about walking around with a rock in your stomach and call it good. Everything that you do hurts. And the baby's laying on things like your spine and arteries and veins and whatnot. So things go to, your digestion is messed up. They don't tell you, see, you're gonna get fat. You're gonna get bloated. Things are gonna swell. And all kinds of weird things are gonna swell. Your nose, your fingers, your ankles, everything seems to swell. Some people might get the basketball belly. Some people might, carry high. People like myself carried it everywhere. It was like my whole body exploded. And then good part is your hair and nails do grow. So if you ever wanted to change your hairstyle, now's the time to be able to cut your hair and start again. Nausea sucks. I recommend going with something that always appeals to you. I don't care if it's ice cream. Even if it's ice cream, eat it if it's going to make you eat. Sometimes just getting a little something in your body brings down your stress level a little bit more so that you can eat better. I encourage you to self-care and also ask for help from the people around you. See, here's the thing. It'll do many things all at once. It'll let you find out who in your circle is really going to be there for you, not only now, but when you have the baby. Those people that put you off and want to act as if it's not important or give you excuses, you might want to think twice about those people. Or you might want to go to therapy with them, depending on the closeness that you have with them. I recommend that you do soaking baths. Oatmeal baths, bath bombs are a tremendous help. Tylenol is your friend, and so is water. Rest is your friend also. If you are hungry and tired and you are hurting, you're not going to think well. And to be honest, your brain has already been hijacked. So you need every molecule of brain neuron that you have. Because you walk around saying weird things, forgetting words. You'll be thinking you're saying one thing and then another thing's coming out of your mouth and you're like, I said that? It's weird. It's weird. It's the weirdest thing you'll ever think about. And somehow you can be a fiercely intelligent individual, become pregnant and become an idiot. And then constipation. Can I just say, you get constipated. It doesn't matter whether or not you're taking prenatal, but please take your prenatal. For some reason, everything gets stopped up. It's like your blood becomes thick, your poop becomes hard. It's like this is why water is so important. Wake up, drink water. Make sure that you carry around a water something with you, whether it be something in the house that you constantly drink, a sports bottle that you constantly carry with you. Please carry water. It's very important. It not only can keep you from going into pre-labor, it can be able to chase away headaches. It can help with swelling. It can deal with all kinds of things like not being able to think clearly. It helps you digest your food, and it can help with some of the tummy upset that you get. The lack of sleep can also be not just because the weight of the baby, the weight of the things backing up inside your body. Look into supplements. Looking into supplements now and getting really familiar with what does what for your body and how best it can be able to help you is very important. You're going to be leaning on supplements quite a bit, especially if you're breastfeeding. Seeing as you can't take much else, you will be taking quite a bit of supplements and over the counters. Also, remember, run any supplement by your physician. Please do not take anything unless your physician clears that you're okay to take it. I dealt with a lot of pain and whatnot when I was pregnant. I had cholestasis, which is an itch sort of condition where you itch quite a bit, and it's bile that's been built up in your liver. The other one of the first things I think I posted so much that I wanted to rip my skin off, and it never went away. But I also knew that the more I itched, the less it was going to help. It just didn't help. So I would do my best not to itch. And I remember sitting after, it would always initiate after I took a shower or a bath. I remember it was the worst at those times. It would come at other times too, but I remember sitting for what felt like hours. It was probably, 15, 20 minutes, but you itch to where you want to scrape your skin off for 15, 20 minutes. And yeah, it feels like hours. And it's not just a skin itch, it's a deep itch. It's an itch that goes so deep, it feels like it's in your bones. And you know you can't do anything about it. The only way it stopped was when I was able to get a medication. And part of the problem is that you have to be so far along to be able to, have it really show up. And then, even once it's shown up, you still have to get on medication and all that other good stuff. So, and mine was actually pretty early in my pregnancy. Listen to your body. I have thrown up so hard that I pissed my pants and thrown up all at once. Believe me, it happens. And it doesn't just happen when you're pregnant. It happens after you're pregnant. For some reason, everything on the bottom floor just like loses elasticity. It's like a rubber band that's just hanging there for a while. And I mean the innards. Everybody's outside looks different, people. So let's not even go there. This is not that kind of show. So is being stretched to its limit. So you're going to pee on yourself. You're going to cough, pee on yourself. Sneeze, pee on yourself. Laugh, pee on yourself. Do a jumping jack, pee on. I swear, it feels like, it feels like everything I did, I was walking around with a pad. It's pretty tough. So that's pregnancy. It's not easy. Follow your doctor's orders. Go to a doctor. Make sure you go to the doctor when you're supposed to. If you're using any kind of drugs and alcohol, get the help you need. There are also doctors out there that specialize in drug addictions while pregnant. They can help make sure that you know whether or not the baby's been affected by your drug use. And it is not always the case that babies are affected by drug use. Sometimes you still have stopped early enough that it doesn't affect the baby. Sometimes you haven't used enough that it has affected the baby. But I really want to stress that whether it be one time or 20, there's a potentiality of great disaster to your pregnancy. No one knows how much amounts do what during a pregnancy. We have some ideas, but generally the truth is anything can happen. So just don't do it. And then here's the other thing. If you have a drug addiction and you feel like you can't stop, I seriously request that you look into adoption. If you don't think that you can give that child the life that it deserves, I promise you there are parents out there that can. I myself have done adoptions. As their birth mother, I knew I wasn't in a position to offer them what they deserved. However, their adoptive parents love them irrevocably and in total. So remember, just because you are pregnant with the baby doesn't mean that you are meant to have that baby and be that baby's parent. Maybe somebody else is supposed to be that mommy or daddy. So yeah, that's this first one. My gosh, it's been 23 minutes. And to be quite honest, I'm exhausted. I finally got a shower. And that's another thing, just to let you know. When you have a kid, taking a shower is like, let's just say, like, it's tough. He's asleep and I finally was able to go into the shower. And it's been at least 2 days. Yeah, that's my life. All I can say is, believe me, all of this, I promise it's worth it. It's all worth it. All right, until next time, guys, if you have any ideas of something that you'd like me to talk about, knowing that I have a pretty extensive and I don't know, very varied background, I would love you to tell me some suggestions on things you'd like me to talk about. If I don't have personal experience, either I'll look into it or maybe I could be able to bring somebody on and we can talk about it together. All right. See you soon, and God bless. Stay safe.